What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and we have a brand new legendary assassin in Gemstone Legends. It is ZANDRA. So today I'm going to do a full breakdown and a few summons. But first, download Gemstone Legends, a mobile RPG puzzle match game. Use the link in the description to start with free stuff, including a bonus hero. Alright, so if you watched my last Gemstone Legends video in which I highlighted the Vulcan, which is Mr. Spock's hero, you know I think that's a meta-changing hero. And if you didn't watch the video, make sure to go watch it because he is super powerful. So I was all in on summons. I used every scroll I could possibly get, which means I just don't have a lot left over for ZANDRA, even though I want to because I think she's awesome too. But at least I have a few, so I'm going to try for her because trying for her with a few is better than not at all. But let's talk about why she's so awesome. So first, just taking a look at the base stats here, what sticks out to me is attack. It's higher. I don't think that that is a base stat that's really going to impact a whole lot, except that she's going to deal maybe a little more damage with gemstones. But I think when we get to the special, you're going to see that that's not going to matter as much as accuracy, which of course starts at baseline 0 here. You can awaken her for more. In fact, when I click on that, you can see the accuracy at levels 5 and 6 is going to go up a lot, and you want that. And you probably want to put accuracy equipment on her because what we're going to see in just a few minutes. Also, speed is pretty good at 203, maybe just about average or a little above average. And then mana gain at 20 means that it takes 5 tiles to set her off. And there's absolutely nothing you can do with equipment to get that up to the level to reduce it all. So feel free to use your equipment to just max out her accuracy. That's going to be really important to this one. She is a speed leader in guild wars and guild related battles. And so that's a pretty high number there. And if you've watched my videos before, you know that I think speed is the name of the game in Gemstone Legends, not just with when you take your, or when your heroes take their turns, but the mana gain as well. You want both things to be fast. All right, so let's take a look at the active skill, Electrifying Blades. Deals damage to a single enemy based on 2,500% of caster's accuracy. That's where the accuracy comes in, so just max it out. Deals damage to all enemies based on 2,500% of caster's accuracy. Wow. Okay, let me pause for a moment because you might have heard me talk before about the two primary strategies you can take with damage dealing in particular. And the one is more the assassin type, which is basically to take one opposing hero out at a time. You start with the biggest threat or the one that's most likely to beat you, and then you go to the second, most threatening one, and so on and so on. So you take the whole team out. The other big strategy is the nuke team, which is basically just to hit everybody at the same time and try and take the whole team out all at once. Now, I tend to favor nuke teams just because I think they're fun. But actually, in this game, if you have a really good assassin strategy where you really build your team with good synergies around taking out one opponent at a time, that absolutely can be a better strategy. And so this one's built for that. But what's really cool about her is she can be on a nuke team and an assassin team. In fact, if you're somebody who favors nuke teams like me, I really like the idea of taking her along because you're working on killing the other heroes while you're really taking out one at a time, which is pretty awesome. So you can basically mesh and create a hybrid strategy, and vice versa. If you're an assassin team, you can bring her along, and while you're working on one hero at a time, the other's lives are coming down too, so it just makes it that much easier to take them out one at a time. Very flexible hero. And in games like this, I really value flexibility because it means you can change your teams around to really optimize what's going on. Inflexible heroes do not get as high marks from me when they're only able to be used in certain situations. And she's going to be able to be used in a lot of different teams. And we haven't even gotten to the rest of the text yet. She inflicts silence to a single enemy for 4 turns. Of course, if you make your opponent stop playing, being able to use their specials, it is more likely you are going to win. And 100% chance to inflict snare on all enemies for 3 turns. Just a reminder, Snare deals damage based on 30% of the target's missing HP after the counter runs out. So while you are dealing damage to everybody and really working on taking out one opposing hero, now everybody gets Snare. And if you're dealing damage to everybody, the more damage you deal, like this is going to become a domino effect. Now the other heroes it's really going to take their life down. This is an amazing hero. All right, let's look at the passive. Slick like eel. Damage dealt based on target's missing HP is increased by 15%. So the damage is actually higher than it even says on the previous skill. When she attacks with gemstones, an enemy affected by Snare, she has a 100% chance to inflict Snare on a random enemy for 4 turns. So now it looks like we're getting things to stack a little bit. Okay, now not only does the hero have Snare, and when the timer goes off, it's going to be dealt damage, but like it can happen again. It can happen repeatedly, which is really interesting. Damage received from gemstone attacks is reduced by 20%, a little bit of a protective factor for her. And of course, if you level up the skill the whole way, you get this mana gain increased by 1. So I think she is going to be unbelievable as a hero. On offense, on defense, even because of how she's hitting everybody. That's the problem with assassin types of teams, is they're better on offense than defense. And here you've got an assassin that's going to be amazing on defense because, yeah, while the AI is going to choose who it wants to hit randomly with the one targeted hit, at least she's also hitting everybody, not only with direct accuracy damage, but also with the Snare effect. So this is why I'm saying she's so flexible and going to be good on so many teams. So I hope in the few scrolls that I have that I can get her, but we will see. I don't have any platinums. I've just got these 5 gold scrolls, so I'm going to try. I'm not like super hopeful, but we'll see. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Come on, come on. Oh, and it's rare. So maybe the shortest summons I've ever done, but hopefully you all have better luck than I do. Not that I did enough summons to really even be lucky, but if you do get ZANDRA, let me know in the comments, and especially let me know how you plan to build teams with her, because I think she's going to be an interesting piece on both offense and defense. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and I will catch you in the next one.